In goal for the Strikers, we have Joaquin Orlando. His defenders will be Booth, Ortiz, and Martinez. At midfield, Will Suaida mans the middle, along with Saavedra and Clavijo. Kevin Yearwood and David Ochoa man the wings, with Matias Solari in the middle, and dangerous striker Danilo Orsi-Dadomo, number 29, playing up front. In goal for Storm, we have Gagliardi. He's joined in defense by Gallego, Vela, Suazo, and number 7, De La Rosa. At midfield, Rodriguez, Manzanares, and Ruiz man the middle, and up front, Shaler and Marite will take care of attacking orders. Lujan, number 11, also dangerous striker, playing up front for Storm FC. Looks like we have both teams entering the field, ready to make their pre-match introductions. Very warm day today in South Florida, about 90 degrees at kickoff. Clear skies for once, no rain in the forecast. We should have wonderful weather as we enter this early evening. This is Storm FC's last home game for the season, and they've had a nice turnout from their home fans so far. Expect a very interesting matchup between themselves and the Fort Lauderdale Strikers. We will now play the national anthem. All right, with these pregame formalities in order, we are more than ready for the referee's initial whistle to get us started in this match. As I said before, this is Storm FC's last home game of the season. Rebuilding year for Storm, and they've amassed a record of 2 wins, 4 losses, and 2 ties. Puts them near the bottom of the NPSL Sunshine Conference. They'll surely look to rebound from that and improve on that next season. Strikers have a much better year in the books. Their record stands at 4 wins, 5 losses, and no ties, putting them 5th in the conference. Looks like we have all 22 players out onto the pitch. Looks like they're ready. We're ready. And there's the opening whistle. Kickoff taken by Strikers. Pass on the near side for Ortiz. He's going to play it forward. He does so, but an errant pass will go out for Storm's first throw-in of the game. Back pass there for Vela. He'll flick it on. He's got a man with a step down the far side. That ball's played in, but cleared away. Good defending. Another ball played into the box. Dealt with by Ortiz, but still not out of danger. Good clearance there, but held in by De La Rosa. That'll go out of play for a striker's throw. Sent on its way by Ruiz. And now down to Clavijo. Orlando provides a clearance. And having some trouble there against Lujan trying to clear, but a foul will be called on Lujan, and the danger is averted by strikers. This is Booth. Booth will send it on, but Dodomo had stopped his run. I'll go out for a Storm throw. See the dangerous play out front, but foul coming against Lujan. Looks like he got a tug of the arm there against Martinez. Now taken by Booth. And played all the way back to Orlando. Strikers will reset. And we'll play it forward. Man goes down, no whistle. Looks like Suazo won the ball cleanly. And that'll go up for a Storm throw. That's in for Suazo, but good defending. Have to take that throw again. This is Ruiz. Played forward, but looks like it was Ruiz the end intended, but no run had been made. And that'll go out for a striker's throw. That one's stolen away by De La Rosa. It's Gallego. Dodomo will clear it, but the pass does not find its mark. Storm will take that back easily and bring it around back. Gallardi spotted his man down the near side, couldn't keep that kick in bounds. Now taken by David Ochoa. Ochoa over the middle. Looking for Dodomo, but couldn't find its mark there. Booth able to head it on away from Lujan, who's arriving, but Orlando off his line, able to collect that and deliver back to Booth. Never afraid to come off his line, Joaquin Orlando, playing that sweeper-keeper position. Blocked out by Lujan. He's got a chance out front. One-on-one with Orlando. Lujan goes down, gets the whistle. Penalty coming for Storm. Challenge from behind by Orlando in the box. Lujan brought to his knees. He'll win the penalty. Take another look here. Orlando having all kinds of problems clearing this. And you see Lujan doing a good job back to goal, looking to pass it forward. Orlando just comes out clean, hard foul in the box. No question there. Not even a decision for the referee. It's going to be De La Rosa to take the penalty for Storm. It's De La Rosa. And it's through. De La Rosa scores. Goal, go, 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 go. Storm now lead 1-0. Penalty coming off the right foot of De La Rosa, scoring Storm's first goal of the match into the 6th minute. Early penalty taken by Lujan, fouled by Orlando in the box. Again, no decision at all for the referee. Clear penalty. Storm up 1-0. Look at the penalty taken by De La Rosa. No trouble there. He'll put that one away. As you can see, Orlando guessing wrong. And Storm up 1-0. That one played forward, stolen away by Ruiz. Now brought over the middle by Manzanares. His right-footed shot from distance, no problem there for Orlando. Very ambitious shot coming from Manzanares. This is Martinez. Now Solari. Here's Clavijo. Lob pass down the right side, looking for Ortiz. He does get there first, but the ball will beat him to the line, and that'll go out for a goal kick. Gallardi directing traffic, and he'll send it away. That one flicked on by Clavijo. Now again by Ortiz, looking for Ochoa, but a good clearance. That'll go out of play. Good positioning here for the strikers throw-in. Delay here. We do have a man down for strikers. Check the injured man. We've got a trainer out to take a look at him. Safety first here in the NPSL. Does not appear to be a major injury as that man has returned to his feet. And looks like he'll be able to walk it off, hopefully just a cramp. And that man is Martinez. Martinez leaving the pitch for the moment, although it looks like we'll be having a substitution for him momentarily. In the meantime, Ortiz's throw. Taken by Storm, an errant pass coming off the foot of Solari, but he'll steal that back for strikers. Again to Storm. And it's Rodriguez. But Suedois on the near side. He's got numbers forward for strikers. Good defending there over the middle by Suazo. And Storm with a chance to attack. Assistant down the far side was waving his flag. Looks like a foul is going to be called behind the play. Looks like we're going to bring this one all the way back to the offensive third for Storm. Foul was called along the far side, well behind the play. Looks like the referee did not see the assistant's flag go up. And during the stoppage, we're going to go ahead and take the opportunity to replace the injured man, Martinez. We will get information on the incoming player as it becomes available. Incoming player for Strikers, Arroyo. And after the foul and free kick, Strikers will attempt to bring this one forward. But locked down defending on the near side. Take it back for Storm. Played on by Lujan. And there's Shaler, but he's dispossessed and brought forward now again by Strikers. But that pass will trickle out of bounds. Oh. In our 12th minute here in Pembroke Pines, Storm FC leading Fort Lauderdale Strikers by 1. Penalty in the 6th minute coming off the foot of De La Rosa. There's a ball out front for Ochoa. Trying to work his way into the box, but too many numbers there for Storm. And that one's cleared away. Now with a run down the far side is Shaler. He plays it in, but Ortiz is there, and now cleared out and away by Booth. Storm certainly not content with their opening goal. Bringing their numbers forward here. Good opportunity deep in their own attacking third. Long throw into the box. Cleared out by Ortiz and all the way. And it'll be De La Rosa. That was touched out by Suedois. Storm will throw it back in. It will be De La Rosa. Remember, he scored the goal earlier on the penalty in minute number 6. Manzanares looking for his man. He's got a run down the far side from Gallego. That ball's played in, but Orlando unchallenged there, but loses his balance inexplicably on the kick. No danger, but a surprising misstep coming from Orlando. Gagliardi with no such issues. Plays it on. Lujan heads it on, but Booth able to clear it out once again. That will land directly on the Strikers bench. We get a first look at our newest sub, Arola. Arola replacing the injured Martinez. See, De La Rosa very upset with number 19 Marite there. Has him going to come forward. Lots of contact there from Lujan. He'll get the foul, and he'll go back to Fort Lauderdale. Booth finds his man down the far side, peels for offside, nope. That one, and out of bounds. So it'll be Storm with the throw. Yardi's clearance. Won by Marite, and De La Rosa plays it on. Looking for a run coming from Shaler, but Orlando well off his line again. Played on by Clavijo. Looking for Ochoa. He loses the ball and the play. And Martinez trying to keep it in for Fort Lauderdale. It's Solari. Solari's pass over the middle. No one home for Fort Lauderdale. Orsi Dodoma doing his best to keep it in. And he'll win the possession. Play it back to Solari. Clavijo. Now Ortiz. Nothing doing for Clavijo. He plays it on to Solari. Now Orsi Domo who goes down. Ball right out in front. Good job from Gallardi to come get that, but Ortiz keeps it in. Now played forward. Storm on the break. Forward by Gallego. That ball's played in for Lujan, who gets a touch, but his shot is well wide. Referee is indicating that was actually cleared out. It'll be a corner kick coming for Storm. It'll be De La Rosa. Another look at that cross coming in. That ball was headed away. Good defending to keep that away from Lujan. Certainly don't want him to get a clean touch. That ball will be in the back of the net. De La Rosa's corner. Punched away and cleared out again, Orsi Domo. Orlando called into action once again on that very good-looking corner coming from De La Rosa. And he's got the ball again. Now dispossessed, back to Fort Lauderdale. Played forward, and it'll be Sway Dwa. His one-touch pass over the middle. Now Solari. He finds a streaking Booth. Numbers are forward now for Lauderdale. But Storm had gotten back quickly, and they'll reset round back. Clavijo. Solari. Run coming from Yearhood. He wins the ball, plays it in, but played back by Vela, and Gallardi set to clear it away. That one looking for Marite, but Martinez gets there first. Another look at that corner. Good job there by Orlando getting a punch on it. See a little good sportsmanship there as well. And you hope he took the handshake. That ball stolen away, taken forward by Sway Dwa. Forward by Solari looking for Ochoa. Nice first touch and control by him. Tried to do too many moves, though, Ochoa, who goes down all by himself and played on to Marite. Good hard challenge there coming from Ortiz. And played on to Shaler. Shaler with a nifty little run towards the box. He plays it in. It's cleared out. That'll go all the way out for a Storm throw. It will be Gallego throwing it back in for Storm. That one's flicked on for Shaler, but he not quick enough around his man. Orlando, again, happy to come off his line and collect that. Orlando able to clear this one out with no problems, and it'll be Yearwood. Yearwood's pass touched by Vela, and he'll escort that one just to the corner as he's able to clear it away. Shaler will find Lujan. Lujan goes down. No whistle, though. Looks like the play was won cleanly. Ball's played in, but cleared down, but not out of danger. It's Sway Dwa. His ball into the box, but Gallardi off his line. Good job. Ochoa was on a beeline for that header. Gallardi able to snatch it out of the air. Good defending there from Gallego. That'll go out of play. Strikers find themselves with another throw in their attacking third. This is Solari. Solari's right-footed shot will go over the bar. That one pushed forward by Solari. A little misstep there from Ortiz. Working hard is Martinez, looking for a foul. He won't get it. And Booth will take over. Yearwood. The decision will go for Storm, as these teams have slowed both of their paces here in the first half. That throw in, challenged for by Lujan. That'll go off his boot and out of bounds and back to Fort Lauderdale. Aside from the early goal, again coming from the penalty off the boot of De La Rosa. Slow goings here in the first 23 minutes. That one played on for Marite. Orlando again off his line to the front of the box. Ortiz will go down and win the foul. Very sunny day here in South Florida. You can see that early evening sun becoming a factor right now for strikers. They are playing directly into it. That slide tackle by Ortiz will win the ball back for Storm. Now played forward to Lujan, who's working on Ortiz. That'll go out of play. Storm will keep possession. This one played into Shaler. His attempt at cross goes for naught, and that left-footed shot from distance easily collected by Orlando, again unchallenged. He'll send it away. Certainly not the highest quality opportunities coming for Storm right now, but they are more than happy to shoot. And we're more than happy to watch as they attempt to get another goal through and extend their lead. One goes all the way through. And Gallardi now sets to send his goal kick away. So far, more action with their feet than their hands, both keepers. But this game will certainly open up in the second half. Gallardi's deliverance unable to be controlled by Ortiz. Now played forward for Marite. He gets beaten to the ball by Clavijo. He'll send that out. Tough pass for Marite to control as that was behind him. Almost worked his way back to the ball, but Clavijo in good position, able to clear that out. Be De La Rosa, seemingly the throw-in specialist. That one's cleared out, and he'll do it again. Marite. Nice little move towards the box. It's taken now by Manzanares. Nice little step over, but too many moves. Ochoa clears it out. And played on to De La Rosa, who stays onside. But another good defended play. And De La Rosa again with the throw-in. That one played into Marite. Hard challenge coming from Martinez. And that'll be taken again by Storm and Rodriguez. That ball played into De La Rosa. Right-footed shot just outside the bar. And I'll go back to strikers and Orlando's goal kick. There was a tough foul coming from Ortiz in the box. Hard body coming to the back of his man. Man went down, no call. We'll play on. Very close to almost a second penalty for Storm coming in the first half. It'll be Vela. That ball played on for Manzanares, who stays onside. Back heel to Shaler. Right-footed shot, but a poor angle. And I'll go out for another Orlando goal kick. That one headed hard and away by Rodriguez, but straight back to Orlando. This is Andrew Booth. Now a backpedaling Solari. Finds Clavijo. Strikers having some trouble clearing it out of their own third. And Storm complete their defense with a steal. Now out front, it's Marite, but cleared out. Danger averted once again by strikers. Things are starting to slow down for Marite, though. He's receiving a lot of passes forward into his attacking third. Certainly the man of focus right now. That pass played for Ochoa, but he's offside. Flag is up. Certainly more organized things happening for strikers in their own attacking third. Unfortunate for David Ochoa that he was just a bit offside as numbers were arriving. This will be taken by Gallardi. And well done there to keep it in on the far side, but it's taken now by Fort Lauderdale. And back once again by Storm. It's Vela. His pass looking for Gallego. It's cleared out by Booth. Storm very content to work that far side. Lots of runs coming so far from Shaler, Marite, and Gallego. They found something they like on the left half of the Strikers' defense. This will be a corner quickly taken, short corner. That ball's blocked out. Another opportunity, ball into the box, cleared away once again. It's back to De La Rosa, who's out-headed. And a break on now for Strikers. It's Will Suedois. He plays it into the box, wide open. Shot and just over the bar from just about 16 yards out. Iroya with a golden opportunity. Left-footed shot will find the football crossbar. Take a look at this pass again coming from Suedois. Iroya unmarked right out front. And absolutely no excuse from there. We should be at 1-1. It'll be Vela taking it forward for a very lucky Storm FC right now to not be tied in this match. Another look at the shot coming from Iroya. Again, clean shot, no touch coming from Gagliardi. And you can see Iroya knowing he missed that one. That one played on by, or looking for Ochoa, but it is Gagliardi again once off his line. And cleared out. But a poor clearance from Gagliardi, well off of the pitch. Good 10 to 15 yards in error. Perhaps a bit shaken by that opportunity coming from Iroya, but certainly no excuse to clear the ball that poorly. And Manzanares with a good play, and he'll be able to get that one out of danger. Finding Shaler. His flip over the middle, and it's complete to Gallego, looking to catch Orlando off his line. Very ambitious shot from distance. But a very athletic keeper, Joaquin Orlando. Watch that one sail over his head. Booth will play it across to his platoon mate, Martinez. And Martinez having some trouble with that pass, and it'll trickle out of bounds. Storm with a great opportunity to take a freebie here from strikers. It'll be De La Rosa once again for Storm. Long throw into the box. Down and away. And now out by Clavijo. Here's Iroya looking to make up for his missed opportunity earlier. It's now Suedois. Back for Ochoa. And just out of Iroya's reach. You can see a clear disconnect between Ochoa and Iroya. Neither claims responsibility for that missed connection. That one comes off the shoulder of Manzanares. And forward. It's Manzanares once again. Good first touch by him. His right-footed shot, but well wide this time. Shots, though not on target, coming fast and furious against Orlando. If only a bit more accurate, we might be looking at a different score. That one comes off the head of Ruiz. Be another striker's throw-in. Just about 10 minutes remaining of regulation time here in the first half. Storm FC leading Fort Lauderdale Strikers 1-0. Early in the 6th minute, De La Rosa putting his penalty through after Lujan went down in the penalty area. And that play for Marite, well defended by Clavijo, cleared out again by Orlando. This is Ochoa. But a poor pass coming from David Ochoa. Normally the creator in the middle for strikers. This is brought on by Vela. Long run coming from Marite, but Orlando will get there first. Ortiz. One touch, now Suedois. Oh, but a poor control coming from Dodomo. He knows he should do better than that. Dodomo, not 2 weeks ago, having one of the best games of his career, a goal and 2 assists in a win at home. Looks to be some confusion about which ball will be used for this throw-in. De La Rosa doesn't seem to care which, he just wants to play. And a foul coming against Ortiz. He had climbed the back of Manzanares, who has no trouble letting his feelings be known on the matter. One's played up for Lujan. He heads it down to Marite. His right-footed shot is blocked away by Booth, but out to Gallego, who steps over. Once again, Gallego plays it into the box, right out front, but a foul will be called. And it'll be a kick taken by strikers. Have to see the replay, see where the foul came on that play. Step over coming from Gallego. Looks like they're going to call the foul on the man receiving the pass. Can't quite make the number out. There was a foul, though, in the box against Storm. Again, not much of a decision coming from the assistant. This will be a free kick taken just in front of the midline. Let me go ahead and reset that one. And it is now Andrew Booth. Yearwood tried to find Booth again. It's now Ochoa, but he is dispossessed. And taken forward now by Rodriguez, who tried to get it to Marite, but Marite had left his zone. He's trying to make a run quickly. It's now Ochoa. Dispossessed once again, Manzanares. David Ochoa having lots of trouble finding space in the middle of that defense. Wall put up so far by Storm. Suedois. Now on, but pushed out. Actually, to say that it was actually off Suedois. So De La Rosa providing that ball, no help out of bounds. And he'll throw it back in for Storm. Suedois will win the header, but that one is cleared out. And now chested down by Clavijo. Ortiz finds Ochoa. Ochoa now with a little space. He does find over the middle, Iroya. Arriving Solari will win the play. Yearwood with the ball. His left-footed cross, but a poor one. He'll go all the way through, able to keep it in to Suedois, and he'll win the corner. Only the second corner of the match in the first half coming for strikers. So we have just about 5 minutes remaining in regulation time. You see the set here for strikers. 6 men in the box. Here the coach is directing traffic. Orsi Dodomo short corner to Ortiz. And out jumping is Gallardi. Good play by him. Be cleared out, taken now by Marite. Arriving Ortiz is fouled by Marite, and he'll get a yellow for that effort. Ortiz arrived on scene only to be dragged down hard from behind by Marite. Looks like he grabbed him around the neck, actually. Certainly a yellow. Another free kick coming in a good position here for Strikers in their own attacking third. And it will be Will Suedois to play it in. Suedois wins it near post, flicked on by Ochoa, but over the bar. Very difficult angle for Ochoa as he was beyond the near post. Still, decent opportunity coming for Strikers as they try to gain some traction and some momentum late in the first half. That one's cleared out of bounds again by Gallardi. That's the third time he's done that this half. That one played forward for Lujan, but a clearance and a wonderful shot off the boot of Martinez as he binks that one into the garbage can. De La Rosa's throw will find Ruiz. And unmarked down the far side is Gallego, happy to take up real estate. He brings it in, and a poor header coming off of Lujan, but that rebound is delivered, and it's a goal. Goal, 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 goal. Storm put their second goal of the match through. 2-0 is the lead. It's the replay just out in front of Orlando. Off frame is Lujan getting a poor header on the ball. Arriving teammate puts that through. We'll check that. It's Manzanares with the right-footed shot. Again, open net. Perfect positioning by him, trailing the play and widening the gap, making the lead 2-0 for Storm late in the first half. Suedois with numbers arriving. Right-footed shot blocked out by De La Rosa. Strikers certainly looking to strike back late in this first half. Only about 90 seconds of regulation time. That throw in into the box. Iroya blocked by Ruiz. That's actually Rodriguez. And Lujan plays it down for Shaler. Break on for Storm. Shaler played by Martinez. And good defending from Martinez will clear that out of danger in the late stages of the first half. 2-on-3 break coming for Storm. Simply too many men in the way. Lots of moves, just not enough space for Shaler to make. Gallego with a nice move, finding Rodriguez. That ball into the box, off his line, Orlando. And he'll send his numbers forward, looking for one or two more attacks before the first half will end. Played on by Vela and collected by Booth. Rodriguez will dispossess, and now played on. One more chance for Storm. Played forward to Lujan, but the flag will go up for offside. And possession is taken once again by Strikers as we have completed regulation time in the first half, now into additional time. Without an indication from the referee, my best guess would be just about 1 or 2 minutes for stoppage, as we did have an injured man early in the first half. That one taken by Ortiz.
Little run for Arroyo right out front. Plays the ball into his left foot, shot, but saved by Gallardi. You see Arroyo desperate to make up for that error earlier, get his team back in the match. But Gallardi more than up to that challenge. And the keeper more than happy to let some time tick off the clock, as Storm would love to get themselves to halftime with a 2-0 lead. That one out of danger by Martinez. Heady defensive play by him, knowing only bad things can come if Lujan arrives on scene. Once again, De La Rosa finding Manzanares. It's cleared out again by strikers, taken by David Ochoa. Now Suedois. It's cleared out. And perhaps just enough time for strikers to squeeze in one more attacking opportunity for the first half will come to a close. And delay again caused by which ball the referees would prefer to use. We do have the ball in question. And played forward to Suedois, who heads it on. Arroyo. Now Ochoa. Good defending there. Arroyo still on the attack. Solari. Played on for Yearwood. Ball in the box, Yearwood. Right-footed shot. Just wide. Poor defended play there by Vela, as Yearwood is able to control and get a shot away. Not the touch he wanted. That'll go out for a corner kick. And it'll be Clavijo playing it in. Near post, but cleared out. And a man goes down in the box, but it was on the follow-through of the clearance, so no foul will be given. And there was a foul away from the play as well. And it'll be a goal kick coming for Storm. However, we do have a Storm player on the pitch. We'll check that injured man. That's number 4, Vela, returning to his feet. Everything seems to be in working order. Does appear there was a card issued as well, though no indications as to which team or player that was to. Go ahead and check that for you at halftime, folks, bringing that information when it becomes available. We play on here in Pembroke Pines. It's Marite. His cross comes in. Shaler trying to get there, and he does so on the far side into the corner. Played by Booth. Step over from Shaler. Cross comes in, but cleared out by Martinez. Held in by Rodriguez. That will end the first half. Referee's whistle sounds. 2-0 here in Pembroke Pines. Storm FC, the whole story here in the first half. We'll see you in just about 10 to 15 minutes. Stay with us. We'll see you at the second half. Welcome back to Pembroke Pines Charter High School in Pembroke Pines, Florida. We've got an MPSL matchup right now between Storm FC and Fort Lauderdale Strikers. Storm leading 2-0 after the first half. First goal coming on a penalty in the 6th minute off the boot of De La Rosa. Penalty coming against Storm for a foul, or against Strikers for a foul in the box against striker Lujan. That penalty was put through. Then in the 43rd minute, shot from directly out front into an open net was Manzanares, leading to the 2-goal deficit. Storm will take the second half kickoff as Strikers look to get themselves back in this match. Golden opportunity coming in the middle of the first half for Fort Lauderdale off the left boot of Irola. About 16 yards out, pushed his shot over the bar, facing only Gallardi, who was unmarked in the box, but couldn't get the shot down. And the score is 2-0. Whistle sounds, and the second half is underway. Rodriguez playing it forward. He finds Marite. Marite working against Orsi de Domo, and he'll lose the play and go out for a striker's throw. Booth finding Solari. Now Ochoa over the middle. Nifty move from Ochoa to keep possession. He finds Orsi de Domo, but he can't find a first touch. He'll be cleared out. Backed by Ortiz. And that is cleared away. Now Lujan into the box. His right-footed shot is cleared out by Booth. An early opportunity coming for Storm as they'll win the corner. Looks like there was a late substitution at the end of halftime coming for Strikers, replacing their keeper, Orlando. And new goalkeeper is Thrashingham. That one is played forward for De La Rosa, who stays onside. He brings the ball into the box, clearing pass. And that's a goal. Ball's in the back of the net. Goal, 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 goal. Storm now lead 3-0. Difficult to see from here who put that shot forward. In fact, difficult to see the shot at all from here. Let's see. De La Rosa plays his shot across, and it's an own goal coming off the boot of Danilo Orsi de Domo. Normally reliable striker at the other end, putting that ball in the back of his own net and increasing the deficit to now 3 goals early in the second half. That ball's played into the box, chested down, left-footed shot from Arola, but he can't find a touch. Peels for a penalty, go unheard by the referee. That one's cleared all the way back to Clavijo. Sure to take another look at that replay at the next stoppage. Now Solari. That one's cleared out by the new keeper, Thrashingham. And De La Rosa set to take his throw into Rodriguez. Now Gallego, but unable to control. And it'll be taken again by Strikers. There's a look at that goal or shot that wasn't for Irola. He goes down, unintentional contact coming from Velos, so good no call there. And a foul right in front of us here will go against Strikers. It'll be taken by Vela. Vela, the man in question on that challenge against Irola. But again, cleared of any wrongdoing by the referee and on replay as well. Rite had a chance in the box. That's cleared out by Booth. And off the Storm man, Strikers will take the throw. Flicked on there by Ochoa. But a clearance all the way to Thrashingham. And now played on by Solari. Near side for Ortiz. Good control with his chest by Ortiz. He brings it forward. Irola back to Orsi Dodomo. But his pass right out front did not find its mark. And clearance near side to Gallego. His lob pass looking for Lujan, who can't connect with Shaler, and will be taken back by Solari. Solari goes down. Foul will be called against Manzanares. And strikers take the free kick quickly. It'll be David Ochoa. Yearwood will find Solari. Near side for Ortiz. Able to keep it in. That cross comes in, but no one arriving for Fort Lauderdale and cleared out. Kept in by Solari. Pass out front for Yearwood, but good defending by Gallego. And now Martinez. Thrashingham pressured there by Manzanares, who comes up a bit lame. And is now Shaler. Defended by Clavijo, who steals it away. Manzanares limping his way back to his feet. Looks to be all right. On to Ochoa. But stolen away by De La Rosa and cleared. And that foul will go against the strikers. Lujan challenging for it. Substitution now coming for Storm. It'll be Casio entering the game at the next stoppage. That ball's played across for Gallego, but unable to get there and go out for a goal kick. So give an opportunity to bring in the oncoming player, Casio. And we will have a man exiting the game for Storm, being number 19, Merite. But a nice little game for himself from his attacking position. Good runs coming from Merite, opening up space in the middle for his midfielders, dragging his team forward. Nice game coming for Merite. That one will go out again. Both keepers now having issues clearing the ball inbounds. And Ochoa does well to win the ball. Now on to Solari. Ochoa was making a run, but a poor pass through ball coming from Solari. That one is played on, looking for Vela, who had actually made a run down the far side, but stopped his run as the pass was out of bounds. Here's Ortiz. Back to Martinez. Now Ochoa. Check that Solari finding Ortiz. He's looking for a rolla. Good defending there from Gallego. Gallego makes a run, receives the pass, and will find a streaking Manzanares, but he is offside. Flag is up. Looked to be well offside, Manzanares, before he started that run. Be Solari. Now Booth. Ortiz. One touch from Solari. back to Ortiz, but good defending from Rodriguez. Now Yearwood. His cross, but blocked out by Vela. Good defending. Strikers certainly having issues in their attacking third. Getting passes completed, but not able to find any balls into the center. Good lockdown defending so far all game coming from Storm. That one's cleared out to Arola. But Lujan coming back to make a play. A whistle will sound. Foul will go against Strikers. Substitution coming for Storm, entering the game, Mana. Man, he's replacing, looks like Manzanares. Saw him go down earlier injured. Able to get him off the pitch with a 3-0 lead. He put the second goal through in the first half, Manzanares. Had a nice game from him. That one is played on and brought forward. Ball into the box for Shaler, but very long. He is able to control it on the near side in the corner. Play it back into Ruiz. That one's cleared out. Rodriguez. He finds Ruiz. Ball forward, appeals for offside, stays on, flag is down. Shaler. That one go ricocheting off the goalpost. And it was high. Still, even with a 3-0 lead, you'd love to see Storm attacking all the time right now. Foul is called. This will be taken by Solari. That one's flicked on, but escorted out of bounds by Gallego. Be a throw. Shaler flicks it on, but stolen away by Solari. Ochoa. Ochoa trying to find space. Foul is called. Be free kick for Strikers. Ochoa very upset. Referee didn't play the numbers there. He thought he had an advantage. It looks to be right. So you can see the challenge coming from Gallego. Cross coming from Solari. Far post. Flicked on. But a flag will be up for offside. Clavijo was there in any case. But the danger once again averted by Storm. And Gagliardi, owner of a clean sheet for the moment, set to clear it away. That one's played on, but cleared out by Vela. And once again by De La Rosa for good measure. Poor clearance coming there from Suazo. And it'll once again be a striker's throw. Desperate for anything that will get them back in this match. Dodomo attempting to keep it in. It's back to Booth. Now Iroya. Ball lands in the box, but it's dealt with, but not quite out of danger yet. Foul be called by the, oh actually, ball went out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in. Ochoa doing all kinds of work in the corner against two men, unable to break them down, and it'll be Storm taking possession once again. That ball played forward for Lujan. But a smart play by Booth will get that out of danger and back to Throshenham. Ball now near side. Pass for Solari. He finds a wide open David Ochoa. That ball's played in, but cleared out by Suaso. Will roll all the way out of bounds, and it will now be a striker's throw. We've got a man down on the pitch. Looks like Shaler for Storm. We'll check to make sure he's okay, as we've passed now 2/3 of the way into this match. See Shaler still on the pitch. Looks like he's having his calf worked on by one of the trainers. Does not appear to be anything major. Still want to make sure he's okay. Got the referee coming over to take a look as Shaler makes his way back to his feet. He's going to be able to limp it off. Shaler also had himself a nice game so far, providing good runs, excellent passing coming from him, very creative in the attacking third for Storm. That one played on to Solari, but cleared out and back to Booth. Now Ochoa. Ortiz tried to make a one-touch pass, but it was well behind his man. Looks like a little disconnect between the two. They'll have to get that worked out. Gallego across the middle. Rodriguez flicks it on, but Booth will take that back once again for strikers. Unmarked, Andrew Booth making a long run. Forward to Solari. He brings it across. Now back to Booth. Booth plays his cross in. And appeals for handball, will not find a whistle. And now back into Ochoa. Certainly have to see the replay in the next stoppage regarding that play in question. That'll go out for a striker's throw. See, it does hit Ruiz on the top of his right arm. However, his arm was in a natural position, certainly not able to be called handball. That one will go out. We'll have another substitution coming for Storm. And as we await the incoming substitution, looks like there's an issue with the jersey, trying to get a number on that jersey for our incoming player for Storm. That one's played forward to Lujan. It'll go off him and out of bounds. This one brought across the middle to Clavijo. Now Ortiz. Ochoa. Through ball for Clavijo. Back to Ochoa. He brings it into the box. Trying to find a left foot is Ochoa. Right-footed shot is blocked. He'll play it back to Solari. Solari's step over and back heel will lose the ball. Back to Storm. Solari very creative, perhaps a bit too creative on that attempt. And indications are going for Storm, despite protests to the contrary by half the Strikers team. But the referee's decision is final, and we play on. Looks like they do have a number on that incoming substitution. It's number 15 for Storm, Austin. Now Clavijo. One-touch pass from Ortiz. Connects on the near side. That ball's brought in. A foul will be called. Foul against the attacking player. Very indignant at that call, as he was working on the newest substitution, Austin, seeing his first action of the match. It'll be Vela for Storm. Vela's clearance will go all the way back to Throshenham. It'll be brought on by Martinez. Ortiz trying to make a lot of moves in traffic, and he'll go down. And a foul will also be called on Martinez. Be a free kick coming for Storm. Indications were for a foul, albeit ball went out of bounds for a throw, so no foul called on that play. Go back to Fort Lauderdale, and it'll be played all the way across for Booth, who had made a run but really didn't look like he was coming forward. Orsi Dodomo was in the area, but he didn't see the pass either. And that'll go all the way out for a Storm throw. That one is played on, but not enough numbers in front for Storm. And it'll be Solari. Plays it forward. Now brought on by Ochoa. His right-footed shot pushed away by Gallardi. Decent-looking attempt from Ochoa, coming from about 23 yards out. Pretty little right foot. You see it dip late there, making a little trouble for Gallardi. But he does well to push it out of bounds. That'll be a corner kick coming for Fort Lauderdale. Ball's played straight to the middle. Header, but backed away. Not the header they were looking for at Fort Lauderdale. It actually was cleared out by Storm, so Fort Lauderdale will keep possession. It's now Solari. Played well by Ruiz, and he'll get the pass back. Now near side, behind his man, Austin, but arriving Gallego will keep possession for Storm. He goes to his feet, and now played on by strikers. It's David Ochoa. Ochoa finds Clavijo. Played in by Booth. Out front for Arroyo, who does manage to get a touch on it, but a very poor angle will not allow a good quality shot. That ball was well long and very deep. Still good effort coming from Arroyo to try to get a touch on that ball. It's chested and cleared by Clavijo and collected on the near side. Ball brought over the middle and is now Clavijo again. His pass to the near side will go over the head of Ortiz. Decent looking chance coming there for Fort Lauderdale, but unfortunately inaccurate passing, as has been the story so far for Fort Lauderdale. Rodriguez sends it on. He's got a man with a run down the far side. Ball into the box, left-footed shot, and score! Go, 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 go! Storm now lead 4-0. That shot coming off substitution, Casio Wonderful substitution for Storm as he gets his name on the scoreboard, 4-0. Brilliant substitution coming in the second half for Storm as they have amassed a nearly insurmountable lead. 20 minutes remaining in the match. So far, all Storm, all the time. And to be honest, strikers look stunned. Looks like Orlando was issued a red card. He's been sent off from the bench. Unable to see from this angle what the infraction was, though certainly a few words were said. Sounds like there was an altercation between Orlando and the referee assistant here on the near side. And Orlando sent off. That was a good play by Martinez to keep possession. That one's played across for Orsi Domo, and he does well to keep it in. But the flag is up. Actually unable to keep that in was Orsi Domo, and it'll go back to Storm FC. Flicked on there by Casio, but a foul is called. Still, it will be Storm to take the free kick. Flicked on and chested down, but brought forward by Lujan. Ball out front for Austin, who is unable to maintain control, and will go out for a Storm throw. Austin again. He plays the ball into the box. Out front, controlled by Lujan, but unable to get a shot away as the flag was up for offside. Yellow card issued to Lujan for his efforts on that play. Perhaps something he had said after the action had been completed. Looks like he kicked the ball into the goal after the play. That'll earn him a yellow card for delay of game. Lujan coming off. Substitution incoming for Storm, number 9. It's Kadros. Kadros incoming for Storm. That ball is flicked on by Iroya. Now taken once again by David Ochoa. But his pass is pushed wide, and De La Rosa collects and delivers. Brought forward now by Casio. One-touch pass back to Casio, but cleared out. That foul against Solari over the middle will win the play for Strikers. They'll bring it forward once again. They'll step over on the near side. Back to Solari. He plays it across to Booth. Iroya finding Ochoa. Ochoa into the box with a right-footed chip, but just wide. Gallardi had come out and off his line to break down the angle for Ochoa, who chipped it up and over, but just not enough touch on that chip. And the score remains 4-0. That one played back by Booth, taken by Rodriguez. He plays it forward to Casio. Scored a goal earlier. Now played into the box. Left-footed shot over the bar. Thrashingham very happy to watch that one sail over his head as it had come off the boot of Kadros. Looks like another substitution coming for Storm. Ruiz leaving the pitch. He'll be replaced by number 22, Juan Mosquera. Was played on, found by Ochoa. He plays the ball to the near side. Left-footed cross coming, but over his man and brought forward once again by Storm. Also substitution now for strikers onto the pitch, Dominic Richer. Richer, the man in question, plays the pass forward, but good play coming from Gallego to keep Orsi Dodomo away from that ball. Quickly taken throw by strikers. It's now Solari. Solari with a bunch of nifty moves. That ball's just rolling out of bounds. You see the frustration on the faces of the Strikers players as we have less than a quarter of an hour remaining in this match, and it would take nearly an act of God to get them back in this one. Played on by Gallego. No problem for Booth as he was unchallenged. But Austin with a heads-up play will steal it back for Storm. That one's played on. Small break here for Storm as they have numbers forward. It's 6-on-5. That one's played out front, but Thrashingham off his line. As an arriving Gallego had made a run into the box. Thrashingham, a decent job in replacement for Orlando, who again was sent off just a few minutes ago for arguing with the referee assistant here by the bench. This is Richer. He finds Ochoa. There's a little through ball, but good defending once again from De La Rosa. 78 minutes played so far. De La Rosa all over the pitch so far for Storm. He opened the scoring in the 6th minute with a penalty. Ball on the near side, played into the box, but cleared out, but held in by Booth. Ball back to Booth, but defended well. Kadros leading the charge for Storm. Gallego able to keep it in on his first touch, but the second will send it out of bounds. And back to strikers. Throw in taken by Fort Lauderdale. Ball brought back across the middle. And once again to Andrew Booth. Now Ochoa. Played on to Richer, whose little back heel will find a man, but the flag is up for offside. And Iroya was ahead of everyone just a bit early. Just over 10 minutes of regulation time remaining in this match, and they are but a formality as Storm have this one surely in hand, looking the better team for this entire game. Now down to Casio. He brings the ball into the box. Across the face of the goal, very dangerous pass.
But that one's cleared out as the trailers had arrived late. Gallego doing work on the near side. He keeps possession. Little one-touch pass, but he had made a run, just not the angle he was looking for. You can see the frustration on Gallego's face. A replay of that. Nifty moves by Gallego, and excellent work to keep the ball in. As he feeds the pass, looking for a one touch, but simply not enough touch on that pass. Chested down now by Rodriguez, and then it'll go out of bounds. Night has completely fallen here in Pembroke Pines. Storm FC all over the Strikers, 4-0. As we are in the late stages of this final home game for Storm. Coming to you live from Pembroke Pines Charter High School, home of the Jaguars. Gallego. Once again. And out the back, Storm very content to see this half end with the score the same way. And they are in no hurry to bring this ball forward. They do, and there's a run now from Kadros. He stays onside. Into the boxes, Kadros. Right-footed shot off the post. That is cleared out. And catching air on that play and staying down is an injured striker who out-jumped his man, Moscara. Look at that replay. A huge jump, but wildly out of control. And he stays down. You certainly hope he's okay. Took a hard fall, landed on his back. Another look at the play in question. Lob pass for Kadros, who finds himself in against the Rochingham. Lets the ball settle, plays it onto his right foot, and puts a good shot on, but straight into the post. Poor fortune coming for Kadros. And we see the injured man down on the pitch. He's being looked at by the trainers. Again, he hasn't quite moved yet, so you certainly hope he's okay. Trainer's not taking any chances here with a potential back injury. See if we can roll this man onto his back and get him looked at. He's grabbing his shoulder at the angle of the fall. I would imagine a separated shoulder would be the diagnosis. But we'll leave that up to the men who are paid for it. We just certainly hope that injured player is okay. Have not been supplied with player information for the injured man, as he will make his way off the pitch. Certainly hope he's all right. Still grabbing his shoulder. Another look at the shot coming from Kadros, again directly into the post. All alone against Rochingham. Here once more, look at the leap and very hard fall directly onto the turf. No padding between the shoulder and the grass there. And we're certainly going to get a substitution incoming now for Strikers. And we'll see who it is when they come on. Looks like it'll be Throshingham coming off his line to take this free kick. And we will play on here in Pembroke Pines. And you can hear the crowd lending their support to the injured player. That one played forward, challenged for by Richer, but played back to Austin, who loses the play. He's dispossessed. The shot is well wide, coming off the foot of Ochoa. A poor effort from him, normally very reliable
from his midfielder or forward position. Ochoa plays everywhere. Played back by Austin and around to Vela. Vela with the pump fake, now brought forward. The ball is on to Casio. The flag was up for offside. The run here coming from Orsi Dadomo. He brings it into the box. Right-footed shot. Past Gallardi, but wide. And you wonder where runs like that were in the first half for strikers when this match was contested. Gallardi, once again, in no hurry to take this goal kick, knowing his team is in front and will stay in front. This match is all but over. Surrounding defending coming on the far side by Storm, but able to make his way out of there is Solari. Had 4 guys around him, Solari, but still able to maintain possession. This is Iroya. Poor pass behind Solari, but trailing the play is Martinez. He finds Ochoa. Ochoa out front. That's cleared out. Now Kadros. Man on his arm, Kadros, but he's able to fight him off. Stolen away by Iroya. Not a good pass coming off the foot of Iroya, but he does well to win the ball back. He'll lose it again. De La Rosa sends it forward. He's got a man with a run down the far side. It's Mosquera. He's onside. Ball into the box. Left-footed chip for Kadros. He can't find a first touch. It'll roll all the way to the side. It's actually Mana. And his cross will go well long and collected by Richer. Orsi Dadomo able to lay off. It will flick on for Richer, who had made a run. And now Vela. Forward again for Mosquera, but this time he's offside, and that one will go out of bounds. Free kick taken by strikers. Now on to Ortiz. Solari. Run coming from Booth. Booth unable to break down Austin on the far side, but he'll keep the throw as we have just about 2 minutes remaining of regulation time at the end of this match. That one is played on to Kadros. It's 2-on-2 for Kadros as he has help from Mana. Good slide tackle there, but now more help arriving for Storm as they have 4-on-3. Shot on, but hits the bar, and right out front, able to clean that one up. It'll be an offside call, very late offside call indicated from the assistant on the near side. But it does look to be the right one. Actually, the ball went over the bar. It hits the football goal post. It hits the crossbar posted there. So that one's actually out for a goal kick. Mana plays it back, finding De La Rosa. As the clock continues to wind here in Pembroke Pines, Storm FC mere seconds away from closing out their final home game of the season. Ball played forward to Gallego, who's onside. He brings it in, cross out front, but Thrashingham able to come off his line and gather that one. Perhaps just not enough pace on that cross coming from Gallego, who had men arriving in force, 2 in fact, into the box. Now Gallego again. Doing work on Richer is Gallego. Headed forward by Iroya. Bit of a high boot coming there from Mosquera. Through ball from Ochoa to Orsi Dodomo, a bit out front. And that has been the story of the match all night for Strikers. We're into additional time here in Pembroke Pines. Just about 1 or 2 minutes away from a bit of an upset by Storm. Played on by Mosquera. It's easily collected by Booth and backed by Solari. Now Ortiz, again in the late stages of this match. Strikers just looking for any kind of a take-home, any kind of a positive. Try and end this match on a high note. Nice little move from Orsi Dodomo, finding Richer. Back to Orsi Dodomo. He loads up, sends a right-footed cross high over the bar. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross. Either way, harmlessly out of bounds. De La Rosa's pass to the near side. Vela back to De La Rosa. Dangerously in front of goal mouth, but Gallardi eventually able to clear it out. And it's Cadros. A flag is up for offside. And it'll go back to Strikers. As the referee checks her watch, just seconds remaining. Played in by Booth. Cleared out by Vela. Richer keeps it in. And De La Rosa does a good job to keep... Oh, no. Referee will indicate that that one did go out of bounds. And should be one more chance for Strikers to get on the board and close this match out with a positive. But the whistle will sound, ending this match. Storm will close out their home season with a win. They take it 4-0. What was a close match in the first half turned into a blowout in the second as Storm FC take down the Strikers in what proves to be a bit of an upset if you look at the standings, 4-0. Early in the first half, in fact, in the 6th minute, foul was called as Lujan went down in the box. He was fouled by goalkeeper Joaquin Orlando, leading to Storm's penalty. That was put through by De La Rosa. In the 43rd minute, Manzanares put the second goal through for Storm, and they went to halftime with a 2-0 lead. Casio put his effort through midway through the second half to make the score 3-0. And the fourth Storm goal was an own goal coming off the boot of Orsi Dodomo, making the score 4-0. So glad you could join us here in Pembroke Pines, taking some time out of your Wednesday night. We close up the season this Saturday for the NPSL Sunshine Conference. We'll see you on Saturday at 6.